What is up, my Knights of the Round Table? Welcome back to Music Night with your boy, The Knight. Now, we're going to start this off with a deep and humble apology, because as I finished reacting to Alex the One's God Cypher, I remembered we have talked before. I am so sorry. I feel so bad. I am really, really sorry. It's been a crazy couple of months. I knew Alex because they had hit me up about this Cypher or song in particular, because I am a big Teen Titans fan. I grew up watching Teen Titans. Teen Titans is one of the best shows of all time. Fuck you if you don't think so. I'm just kidding. But Teen Titans really holds a special place in my heart. I watched this every morning when I was 4 to 9 years old. I watched it every morning. So I'm really excited to get to react to this because I know the characters. I know the show. I am a comic book fan, so this is going to be my favorite thing to react to because I actually know what the fuck is happening. I'm not lost for once. And once again, Alex, I am so sorry I forgot. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Oh, I hope you forgive me for this. I literally, the minute I just DM'd them, and I just remembered as soon as I stopped recording that, you idiot, you've talked before. We've had conversations. I'm just an idiot and forgot. So, very sorry for that, Alex. I am very sorry. Like, it was literally the moment I stopped recording the God Cypher that I remembered where you were from. So, very sorry about that. And I'm finally getting to this. So, I'm very excited to see this. This has got the Rizuni, Rezi, Hayden's Haven. I like that. I see Raven off the rip. Lethal something. Couldn't. It's going so fast. Alex the One is Robin. Rebel is Slade. Okay, alright. See, this is what happens when I know shit. Off the rip, let's replay this. The sidekick that all of Gotham knows. And this is the sidekick everybody should know. Because Robin is by far the biggest sidekick name, or the biggest... He's the sidekick everybody should have heard of. Because, you know, Batman's an insanely popular hero that everybody's heard of, so you should by default know who Robin is. The hero, the sidekick all of Gotham knows. Got my own crew now. We got them blows. Robin in the comics and... I'm just alternating volume here. In the comics and in the show, Robin left Gotham to escape Batman's shadow. He didn't want to be a part of a team no more. But then he met the Titans and he realized he could form a new team where they were not sidekicks. They were their own team, kind of like the Justice League. Like, this was not a group of sidekicks. This was a group of heroes. They wanted to be taken seriously just as well as their mentors were. See? I know shit. Repping them all. Titans, go. This was Robin's catchphrase in the show and I think the comics. I know in the recent ones they do it. Robin's catchphrase was Titans, go! Which means whoop ass. It was kind of like the Power Rangers and it's Morphin Time. You knew shit was about to get real whenever Robin said Titans, go! So, see when I know stuff. Titans, go. Can. See? He wanted to escape Batman's shadow. Okay, 3 references right there. Number 1, Be Enlightened. I could be wrong, but I think Alex is referencing the episode where Robin lost to some warrior dude and he had to go, I can't remember his name, but he went up a mountain to be trained by a great warrior who was a old lady, I believe. And I think that's what the reference is, because he was kind of enlightened in that episode, so I think that's the reference. I could be reading too much into it, but let's go on. I may be mean, but I'm not Jason. This is a clear reference to Jason Todd, the second Robin, and the Red Hood. He became the Red Hood when Joker beat his ass with a crowbar. Jason is, as Red Hood, was, even Jason as Robin, he was more prone to violence than Dick Grayson was, the Robin in this show, the first Robin, Dick Grayson, which will feed into the later reference. Jason was he was more of a violent Robin, a little bit more out of control than Dick was, and whenever he became the Red Hood, he became a cold-blooded killer. He was everything Batman except he did not have a line he wouldn't cross. He would cross the line of vigilante to murderer. So what he's saying here, I may be mean, but I'm not Jason. He's like, okay, I can, point of view, I could be mean, I could beat you up, but at least I'm not Jason. Referencing, I may be beating you up, but at least I'm not killing you. So, there's that reference. And there was let me get the whole rhyme. We're history in the making. Chasing. Call me a Flying Grayson. This is, like I said, his name was Dick Grayson. He was from a circus family called the Flying Graysons. It varies comic to comic, show to show, movie to movie, who was all a part of this team. Sometimes it's a whole family. Sometimes it's a lot of the times, though, it's just Dick's mom and dad and him. When he was 8 years old, Tony Zuko offered Haley Circus protection, and they refused. Or Mr. Haley refused. Who, don't know if he was he was always the circus owner, Mr. Haley. I think in every comic it was Mr. Haley, unless they did something new. When he refused, Zuko sabotaged the main attractions act, which were the Flying Graysons. The Flying Graysons were one of the main attractions for Haley's Circus, because they did these death-defying stunts midair. You know, they were acrobats without the safety of a net, which is what you're supposed to do whenever you're doing that kind of stuff, is you have a net on the ground in case something goes wrong. But they did it without the safety of a net, being all Evel Knievel Daredevil style. So Zuko sabotaged the traps, and some comics he cut the rope, some of them he loosened the bolts of the rope thing. Can't remember what it's called. And they plummeted to their death, all except Dick. So he's like, I'm a Flying Grayson. A reference to both his family and his origin, and the fact that he's always moving, always flying, always fighting. He's a Flying Grayson.
Grayson. Yes, what do you want?
Raven.
I'm Raven, of course, in case you forgot. Don't bother me now. I'm reading, alright? And if I'm disrupted, I'll put up a fight.
She did not. She on Zinthos.
Spell that I catch from one of my books. The spells I incanted in complexity, it would be quite a shame if they were overlooked. What's that? Don't care. If it's a little problem, then I'm being fair, because a half-demon like me is to work with the team while to help quell Helena's despair. I'm a half-demon, was a teen heathen, now a hero apprehending villains in the city while I'm reading every book, every spell, dark magic that I manage. Don't look away, this team's where the magic happens.
This is where the magic happens. Okay, so references here. Raven is a half-demon. Her father is basically Satan, a.k.a. Trigon. He's basically Satan. Let's just compare him to what he is. She was meant to bring about the end of the world. She was his vessel to Earth, but she was raised on Azrath by the monks, and I believe her mother, at least in the show, that's how it was. And the new show, Titans, live-action show, she was not on Azrath. But in the show in particular, they're using as main source, she was raised by the monks on Azrath, and she left at 15, 16 years old to Earth. Raven read a lot of books, read a lot of spells to calm her magic, because her magic is fueled by her emotions. This is why she sounds very monotone and always has to stay calm. Because if her emotions are out of control, her powers flare up. And this is a bad thing, considering with just a thought she can make shit blow up. So she tries to remain calm, and she can't really have fun. She can't really express too much emotion, because if she does, she's putting those around her in danger. Had a good drink. She's putting those around her in danger. So she has to be very zen, very calm, very collected, has to meditate a lot to keep her emotions in check. and she's always reading to help relax herself, to always learn new spells, to see what kind of power she has, to see how far she can push things. And the line of Azarath Metreon Zenthos was her famous saying in the show that she always said when she used her powers. I think that's all the references there. Okay, we're off the top of the rap. Not off the rap. Ray-Z over here as Cyborg coming in with the boom, yeah. Boom to the ya. This is a clear reference to Cyborg's also famous catchphrase, booyah! Reference right there. Laughing at him. Oh, we're referencing New 52, are we? Must we reference New 52? Must we not let that die? I did not care for that comic run. But one of the good things in New 52 was Cyborg was a part of the Justice League. That was a really cool idea. Now, off the references, I wanted my father just to acknowledge me. Cyborg's real name is Victor Stone. Oh, well, I can't remember what his dad's name was. Let me look it up real quick. I want to say it was something with an R. I know, I'm a DC fan. I can't remember his dad's name because his dad wasn't really too much of a main character. At least in a lot of media. Hell, Silas Stone. That was his name, Silas. I don't know why I thought it was with an R. Silas Stone was his father, the scientist. Silas was a workaholic, if you will. He really devoted a lot of his attention to his work and neglected his son, Victor. Victor was a star football player, gifted athleticism, and he was very smart, too. Yeah, he was smart. Because I don't know if it's the computer giving him smarts or if he was... I think he was naturally smart. I think they never really go into too much detail, but he was a very gifted student, I believe. But his main thing was he was a star football player. He was a star athlete. And his dad was so devoted to his work, he never paid much attention to him. And that always kind of hindered Victor. Like, he always... He felt like... He never felt like his dad took an interest in him until he was one of his experiments. So that was something, one of Victor's deepest pains. And now I'm stuck between the Titans and the Justice League. This is a reference to New 52 that made the decision to make... Well, I think one of the a few of the comics before the Justice League, the New 52, made Cyborg a member of the Justice League. I think New 52 just made him a founding member. There were times Cyborg was a part of the Justice League before, I believe. Could be wrong. But as we say, I'm caught between the Titans and the Justice League. Cyborg's associated with both the Teen Titans and the Justice League. So he's like, I'm kind of caught in the middle here. Then he goes on to say, yeah, I got my Jinx. This was a reference to the character Jinx, who we saw with the pink hair. Her powers were hexes. For a while, it looked like there were going to be a couple, but then she ended up with Wally. So, Cyborg, you really don't have shit. Cybernetic links. Now, got my Jinx. Let me go over this bar for bar here. Worked out all the kinks. And I think when he said baby, he was talking about his car. He always called his car his baby, and he's working out the kinks because he's a tech guy. He's always working out the kinks of something. CD, I'm a fan. That verse was wrapped up in a tin can. He don't know how to be a man. This was a reference to the Teen Titans episode where Titans East. Cyborg contemplated leaving the Teen Titans to be the leader of Titans East because he wanted to be a man. He wanted to prove that he could make it on his own. He didn't have to be, he could also be a leader, not just a follower. He was kind of coming into his own. He wanted to show he was a man. Hang on. Got a lot to unpack here. This was a clear reference to NASCAR. She has ultraviolet powers. Gasoline is not the... gasoline is not her source of power. This is my gasoline, the source. It's not the source of her power. That was just to feed into the NASCAR joke. Her power comes from the sun. Princess of Tamaran might as well be called Diana. This is a reference to another DC character, Wonder Woman, who is the Princess of Themyscira. Princess Diana of Themyscira. And this also could be a reference to the actual Princess Diana of England. I think, yeah. That could also be the reference to that. Not too sure. Diana, let me protect the Shakespeare motivation, but I have so much to learn, so much to earn, pretty villains that I have left to turn, so call me. Gold in my eyes glow, double proud that I'm shown. I say what was right, you should already be known, that I keep on going, that means I will fight. I'll fight. Oh, got a little acapella verse. I'll fight. I'm the big boy, never surrender, come your toy. I'll put the animal wing go. Little acapella verse with I'll fight. She has a lot to learn. She does not know much of Earth. She ate a bowl of actual cotton swabs, I remember, and she drinks mustard. And has weird shit on her pizza. She's not very accustomed to Earth because she's an alien. And now we got BB, Beast Boy. He's a party animal. He has the power of changing into animals. That's Beast Boy's power. He changes into animals, so I'm a party animal. He makes that joke a lot in the show. Hear me roar, Katy Perry song. Another animal. Another animal. Raven, I'll be great. Oh, fuck, man. Okay, this is a clear reference to the fact that in the comics, Raven and Beast Boy are they're in a will they, won't they relationship. Sometimes they're in a relationship together, sometimes they're not. It varies writer to writer. The original creator, I believe, was intending to write Beast Boy and Raven as a married couple, but it decided against it because they were teenagers. So that's a fun reference for all of you. I didn't know there was a doctor in the house. This was a clear, exact quote from the... I don't know if it was the first episode or not, but I know it's the first episode of the High Five. Basically, the Titans get their ass kicked by Jinx, Gizmo, Mammoth. I don't think there was a fourth member. Kid Wicked, I think. I think Kid Wicked was in them at that time. Not too sure. They got beat by the High Five. They were not... I don't remember if there was a fifth one at that time or not. They eventually got five. There was Billy Numerous that became a member, and there was also the kid with the eye, the big ass eye that changed. I can't remember his name. Might have been Eye Guy or something. I don't know. This was a clear reference to that episode. Beast Boy has an injured arm or leg, and he's, kind of limping on it and cradling it, and Raven uses her magic to heal him, and he's just like, didn't know we had a doctor in the house. You think you got it past me, Lethal? You think you got it past me, but you didn't. I want to watch Teen Titans now. Take down the hostiles in the run. Call me safe, cause like swords I slay. My gifts and excitement is hard to contain. Through my attacks like rain, it will freaking pour. Looking surprised, your jaw on the floor. Not a snake in the grass, all my friends and me. A lot of animal references to Beast Boy's powers. He has powers over animals, so he's throwing a lot of animal references, which is hilarious. Like Slade, because like his sword, call me Slade. think. Let me get the exact rhyme. Call me Slade, cause like his swords I slain. He did not have this in the show because this was a thing for violence. He couldn't use guns either. Slade in the comics was Deathstroke. They couldn't use the name either because it was too violent, so they had to use his real name, Slade, which is kind of badass still. And the comics, Deathstroke was a hitman, assassin, the world's deadliest assassin. He had Promethium swords. Promethium is a DC metal that is strong enough to slice through steel like hot butter. But it's not as strong as nth metal. So, and Deathstroke was a phenomenal fighter. He rivals Batman and even has beaten Batman numerous times in the comics. He one-shotted Batman in a comic one time. So, Beast Boy saying, like Slade's swords, I slay, I kill, I slay the might, I slay the rhyme, yada yada yada. Like rain pour. You get that reference. You know what he's talking about. You'd be surprised. I'm surprised he didn't do a moped reference. Oh god. Slade was a badass in this show. He's a badass in the comics too. Damn! Jesus Christ. Goodness gracious. Wait, is this Alex right here? Alex!
Hello everyone, Alex the One here, and I hope you enjoyed this Teen Titans Cypher.
I see that Into the Spider-Verse poster. I see that. And I think those are Minecraft glasses that look like it. That's a poster to something. I can't quite tell. I've seen it before. Just backwards, and I can't tell what it is, and I can't read backwards.
That's why it sounds so fucking good. That's not the only reason why it sounds so good.
Is that to be something? Let me finish. Go ahead and finish. I'm so sorry, Alex. I didn't mean to pause you.
We have Razuni, who did a phenomenal job as Raven. We have Grace, who did an awesome job as Cyborg. We have Hayden Taven, who did an amazing job as Starfire. And we have Lethal Lyrics, who did like the best Beast Boy. And then we also have JVST, who did the most brooding Slade that I could ever hear. Like, I did not expect that. You guys all did amazing jobs. Let me tell you right now, I'm sure you all did amazing, more amazing than me at least. So, big round of applause for them. And if you're watching it, thank you for joining in this Cypher. I would love to collab again with any of you. You guys did a phenomenal job. And I just want to tell you the next rap coming up is going to be an All Might rap, which hopefully featuring some other people. So, be sure to watch that when it comes out. That'll be next Friday, hopefully. Alex One, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Oh, I see the rhyme. Alex the One, I'll see you in the next one. Okay, I get it. Hey, Alex! Hello! I see you face to face, but not really. Okay, so. Biased as hell opinion, loved it. I love Teen Titans, and I had so much fun in this. This really felt like the show, and I love it. I love it so much. Everybody was amazing in their role. Like Alex said, I'm not going to take from them or him. Like, I don't know what your pronouns are. You do you. I noticed in a lot of videos, I assume. I shouldn't do that. I don't want to copy them, but I share their thoughts that everybody that was in this was amazing and spectacular. Now, Alex, give yourself more credit. Fun thing is, Alex was one of my favorite people in this. Like, I really loved Alex's flow here. And he felt like Robin. You know, he had that commanding voice. Alex, give yourself more credit. You were awesome in this, dude. Alex, you were one of my favorite people in this. Also, Lethal was a fantastic Beast Boy. the Rizuni, once again, I butcher names. That's a curse. Very monotone, very Raven. Fantastic. Spectacular. Amazing. All things Spider-Man, even though he's Marvel. Ray-Z had the deep voice and yet the childlike personality of Cyborg. And Hayden's Haven was really awesome at Starfire. They had the voice and the enthusiasm and the curiosity of everything that made Starfire really in character here. Like, it was a really... Hayden really showed like how much in character they could be. So Hayden really stands out to me because they felt like Starfire. They absolutely killed it in that role. Lethal was a really, really good Beast Boy. Like, they felt like Beast Boy. I keep fucking that up. I'm no good. They were a great Beast Boy because they had there's a lot of things that go into Beast Boy because Beast Boy is we're going to assume he's the youngest because his voice wasn't as high as the others. Or wasn't as deep as the others. His voice was higher. Kind of implying he's still going through puberty, so he's definitely the youngest among them, and he has a more childlike personality than all of them. You know, he does pranks, he laughs at stupid shit that I do. Beast Boy has a very unique personality out of all the Titans, and Lethal did a good job of capturing that. The childlike wonder, the excitement, the cockiness, everything that went into Beast Boy. And I share Alex's thoughts. Holy shit, Rebel. You are a very brooding Slade. Now, you captured Slade because Slade is very intimidating. He has a very deep, intimidating voice. He's very calculated. He has a very cold, calculated, intimidating voice. He knows your every move. He knows the person he's targeting. And you had the broodingness, you had the coldness of it, and just the mysteriousness behind the voice that made Slade. So, fantastic job to Rebel. Fantastic job. And like I said, Alex, you had the Robin voice. You sounded like the leader. You had the very commandative voice. Amazing. Everybody in this, amazing. The Cypher, amazing. I mean, I'm a fucking huge Teen Titans fan. This is awesome, okay? Look, I know there's many people in the comments telling me not to be biased, but I can't help it. It was good. You can't deny this. Even if you had a non-biased opinion, this holds up as a Cypher, people, because they did everything right. Lyrics, beat, non-filler, rhymes, staying in character, references. They did all the stuff right. And the fact that I know this and I love this, it was my childhood, makes it better. Fantastic job to everybody who's in this. Hats off to all of you. You all did an amazing job. Alex, holy shit, you killed it. I want to listen to this again, but I'll do it off camera because I don't want to make this video longer than it needs to be. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this as much as I did. I had so much fun listening to this. Hope you all enjoyed, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Titans, go! Just spit everywhere.